Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly beading workshop to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are going to bead Zuzi's CHANG'E motif. It can be a cute pair of earrings, but also a pendant, for example, or you can join more motifs together into a more substantial jewel. But before we would start, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I see Shelley, I see Heather, I see Anita and Linda and Antoinette and Sherry, Joanna, Asta, Yosin. Yosin is saying hi to all beading friends. Hello, everyone. And Joanna says that she can see me and hear me. Wonderful. You can watch today's mini workshop live from the Beading School YouTube channel and also from the Beading School Facebook page. And later you can return to the recording as many times as you want. It will stay available for you. And I put a picture of the finished earrings on the screen that Zuzi beaded in the original Celestial Lantern color combination. She worked with the Beading School Academy theme box that we just opened a week ago, and we are just starting to play with it. And today, when I was preparing for No One Has to Bead Alone, then I beaded it in a completely different color combination. I was curious how it will look like. And also last week we learned that black beads don't cooperate well with videos, so I chose alternative beads, and at least you can see it in two different outcomes. By the way, lovely ladies, I have just received a very, very cute video from the treasury, how the ladies were packing the Beading School Academy theme boxes. Would you like to see it? I'm curious. And in the meanwhile, please make sure to download the tutorial, the PDF tutorial. I will put the code on the screen, also post it in case that you are watching from your computer. So you can download the PDF from noonehas2beadalone.com, or you can go to Beading School and then click on No One Has to Bead Alone in the main menu. And as always, you have 3 days if you would like to go for the gift version, and otherwise the tutorial will stay online in the Beading School Bead Shop. You have 2 options. You can either support the broadcast and purchase the tutorial, or as I said, starting from today, you can download the tutorial, the PDF, for 3 days as a gift from Beading School. And in the meanwhile, I see, oh my god, so many beaders joining, so nice. Lutka is here, Bex is here, Cindy, Beatrix says that her box arrived today, that's amazing. Laura, is it the first time that you are beading with us? I somehow don't recall your name, and I love remembering our beaders, and we beaded so many times together that usually I know the names, I know the faces, but, and please correct me if I'm mistaken, but it seems to me that you are a new beader joining us. I see also Linda, Sharon, Judy. Georgina says that she doesn't have a Round DropDuo and she's searching for alternatives. What I can recommend, that search for a 2-hole bead, please, which is of very, very similar or preferably the same size, and maybe with some little adjustments you can make it work. But this is something that when you change a bead shape or when you change a size, then you will need to experiment it with on your own, because we tested it for the original sizes and shapes. But I'm super curious, Georgina, how will it come out? I also see Ingrid, Wilhelmine, Molly, Bernadette, Terry. And Terry says, I love this design, Susie. What a way to open this theme. Cindy would like to see the video. Terry too. Lita, thank you. And dear Kimberly. Terry says, we got our first snow this morning. Pretty now, but by February it will not be so pretty. Well, we also got the first snow, and it's so rare because here in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, we don't really get snow. And yesterday, when we were coming home, we went to the opera with them. Then I said, like, it's so cold. I hope that it will snow this year. Sometimes it's not snowing here for like 3 years. And then in 15 minutes, it started to snow, and it felt amazing. That I really felt that I would love to see snow this year. And then this beautiful, huge snowflakes started to fall. And I actually ran out. We were inside already, and I ran out, and I went to the nearest canal to see how it looks like above the water between the beautiful buildings. And it felt so good. Sorry for the detour. So, hi everyone, and indeed it's Laura's first No One Has to Bead Alone. So say hi everyone to Laura, and Laura, let us know if you have any question that how does this work. I also see Zuzana, Helena, Marcy, Jennifer. Lita is using Amos Parpuka, almost identical. Belinda is here also. And I apologize if I missed anyone. I did my best to greet all of you lovely beaders who decided to join. And since you seem to be interested in that packing video, let's see. So this is a little sneak peek. This was a little sneak peek of how the ladies were packing the Beadingschool Academy team boxes. And if you would like to get one, then we still have boxes waiting for you. And actually, ladies, we had the first jewels video on Tuesday, but there will be even more gifts than I thought so. So this is going to be truly like one of the most valuable Beadingschool Academy boxes that we have ever had. So if you were hesitating, if you are hesitating, go for it. So anyway, and thank you everyone who already made a decision. So the design, CHANG'E, it's called CHANG'E. It is the work of Susie. My friend and colleague Susie designed this. And I put the code to her designer zone at beadingschool.com if you would like to check out her other work. And I would like to read you what Susie wrote about the inspiration behind CHANG'E. So Susie says, the light and the darkness represented in the bead selection of this theme box really resonate in me these days. I hope for the light, fulfilled dreams, good in general is something that brings light to every night. And so does the moon, reflecting the sunshine, being the silent wanderer. This design reminds me of both night and day and the movement that doesn't stop. I named it after the Chinese goddess of the moon, CHANG'E, known for her beauty and loveliness. we are going to bead these earrings as part of the No One Has to Bead Alone workshops. And indeed, today is happening. It's happening, and it's time to bead the CHANG'E design. So let's see, what do we need for CHANG'E? Let's make a quick material check. So the focal in the middle, it's an 8mm Preciosa Nacre flatback cabochon. I have a strong feeling that it would work also with the chaton, so I am very curious if someone will try it, and please let me know. But Zuzi designed it for a Preciosa Nacre flatback, so that's what I'm going to use. Then you will, and you need one piece for one motif. If you have earrings, then always double the amounts that I'm talking about. Then magic number will be 6 in the case of this design. So when I'm explaining a step and I say, for example, add a PaisleyDuo, then you will need to repeat it 5 more times, altogether 6 repetitions always. So that's why I'm saying that the magic number here is 6. So you will need 6 pieces of PaisleyDuos or flat duos. They are actually the same, just 2 different brands. Then you need also 6 pieces of round DropDuos, 18 pieces of Miyuki quarter Tila beads. 6 of those are hidden inside the bezel, and 12 of them are more visible towards the edge. You will need 6 pieces of 4mm Preciosa Bicone beads. You will need 12 pieces of 3mm Preciosa Bicone beads, 6 pieces of 3mm Fire-Polished beads, 6 pieces of True2 Fire-Polished beads. And from the seed beads, I always use Miyuki, and for this design, I need Miyuki Delica size 11s and 1 or 2 colors of Miyuki size 15 round seed beads. Lovely ladies, please let me know if you have any questions about this design's material list. In the meanwhile, Marcy said, oh my god, my box just arrived. I can join in now. What a great timing, Marcy. And in the meantime, so many beaders were greeting Linda and Laura. So nice to see your kindness. Rachel also joined us. Cindy says, Laura, welcome. This is a fun time to learn with Erika. So lovely ladies, if you don't have other questions about the material list, I saw some questions about substitutions. If you are working with a different bead shape, then that is something that you will need to experiment with on your own, on your bead mat. So let's start beading. I'm going to show the original version from Zuzi. So regarding needle and thread, I'm using my size 11 tulip beading needle and 4LB 0.012mm fire line. I need about 1 meter or 25 inches of the fire line for one motif. Oh, and from the material list, you also need, of course, some kind of metal findings. I am using these cute earrings decorated with cubic zirconia. You can find everything and more in the Beadingschool bead shop at beadingschool.com. And this week we have a special offer that if you place an order until next week's Coffee Time with Erika, that means 26th of November, 5 p.m. Central European Time, 11 a.m. New York City, 8 a.m. California for the amount of at least 49 euros, $54, or 43 pounds. This needs to be one order, and this needs to be the final sum after gift cards or discounts. Then on Wednesday, we will be in touch with a beautiful gift, the tutorial for the bracelet that you can see on this screen. It was designed by Ruxandra Puskás, an amazing designer and friend of Beadingschool. So this is your gift on top of your order if you place an order that fulfills the criteria that I just told you about. But now back to beading. So I start by picking up 6 pieces of round DropDuos and 6 pieces of Miyuki quarter Tila beads interchangeably. I'm using the round DropDuos through the thin side, not the little bot. And I always check if the second holes are also open. These are two hole pressed check beads, and while they are of super high quality, but as always the case with check beads, sometimes it can happen that there stays a little shard of glass inside a hole, and it's very unpleasant if you discover that later when you can't change it anymore, or if it takes lots of time and effort to pick it and redo it. So please make sure to check the second hole and pick up 6 pieces of round DropDuos and 6 pieces of Miyuki quarter Tilas interchangeably, and I let them fall on my thread, leaving a 10-12 centimeter, 5-6 inches long tail thread, and then I bead through everything one more time to join the beads into a circle. I really work hard at the beginning to create a sturdy base, because it later ensures that my motif stays nice and sturdy, and it will look exactly as I want it to be. The base is super important. In this case, Zuzi recommends to tie a knot. So I put down my circle of beads to see how much I need to pull my thread, and I tie a knot with the tail thread and the working end. I don't pull it like 100%, I pull it like 95%. And then, after tying the knot, I bead through the inside first hole of quarter Tila, round DropDuo quarter Tila, repeating part of the thread path. I pull my thread, and I finish this step by beading through the second open hole of the quarter Tila that I am just exiting. So this is how it should look like after the first step. And let's see what's happening in the second step. And this, ladies, will be the back side of the bezel. I'm showing you my finished motif. And now we are creating what will be the front of the bezel. So I'm going to connect the second open holes of the Miyuki quarter Tila beads with groups of round 15 Miyuki, 3mm fire polished bead, and one more round 15 Miyuki. So exiting the second hole of a Miyuki quarter Tila, I picked up these 3 beads, and now I bead through the open second hole of the next Miyuki quarter Tila. And I repeat this 5 more times until all the quarter Tila beads are joined together. And this will create a little ball shape on the front. The Preciosa Nacre flatback cabochon will go inside this little ball, and then we will close the ball with more seed beads and fire polished beads. In the meanwhile, Laura says, I'm looking forward to learning and hopping into the store to see all the beautiful goodies. Dear Laura, welcome to the gang, and really let us know in the Beadingschool Club on Facebook or at info@beadingschool.com if you have any questions. We are here to help. And in the meanwhile, Sparrow Show and Marlo and Loretta joined us, and Irene joined us, and Wilhelm says, nice way of making the knot invisible. I'm adding now the last group of round 15 fire polished bead round 15, and then I repeat part of the thread path until I reach the quarter Tila after the second group of beads that I added. And I pull my thread tight, and then you can see, I also show you from the side, that this is indeed like a little ball. And let's see what's happening in the next step. So in goes the cabochon. I know that Zuzi says in the tutorial that it's also enough to add it later, but I actually like to hold it down with my thumb. You can see how I do it on the video, because then I know how much do I need to pull my thread. It is a matter of getting used to. You will have the feeling more and more in your thumb that how to hold down the cabochon while it's not secure. And now we will add more beads in between the second holes of the Miyuki quarter Tilas. And this time, if you want, you can use a different color of Miyuki round 15 seed beads. And the sequence will be round 15, True2 Fire-Polished bead, and one more round 15. And then you bead through the next quarter Tila just as before, and make sure that the True2 will go inside of the circle. So it will be in alignment with the previously added 3mm fire polished beads, but the 3mm fire polished beads will be on the outside edge, and the True2 fire polished beads will be closer to the middle. Ladies, how is this going? Some of you say that you are waiting for your boxes. Unfortunately, some of you are affected by the strike of the post office in Canada. I'm so sorry to hear that. But those of you who are beading CHANG'E today, how is it going? Please let me know. I always like to stay up to date and know if it's going well, if I need to explain something in a different way. I'm always happy to do that. And please always let me know if you have a question when I am working on that particular step, because for understandable reasons, if I'm on step, let's say 7, then I will not be able to show step 2 anymore. But later you will be able to rewatch the video, so no stress if I'm too fast. And Nicolene also joined us. Now I'm adding the last sequence of round 15 through to round 15, and then I will repeat part of the thread path until exiting the second True2 Fire-Polished bead that I've added. And Beatrix says, until now very good, but I must always concentrate because you are galloping. Oh, I'm fast. I'm sorry about that. Well, today I really need to finish on time, ladies. We have a visitor coming. Actually, Adam is picking her up from the airport right now. They are on their way and they will arrive any moment. Adam's mom is here for a few days. We were really looking forward to having her because we haven't had her here in Amsterdam for some time. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And let's see what's happening in the next step. In the next step, I will join the True2 Fire-Polished beads with Miyuki Delica size 11s. So always picking up a Miyuki Delica size 11 and then beading through the next True2 Fire-Polished bead. Sherry says, how nice to have his mom visit. Indeed. The last time when she was here, it was before COVID, I think. And we have like many nice programs for her. We bought tickets for a stand-up comedy for later today. And in the meantime, I added, by the way, all the Miyuki Delicas, and I will repeat the whole thread path all around. We are going to the Philharmonie tomorrow, then to the flea market on Saturday, to the museum. So lots of nice things happening. Adam was also thinking about taking her to a techno party, but it's his thing. But I think that's not going to happen. Zuzi joined Adam on a techno party, though, when she was here visiting. Zuzi, are you here? In the meantime, I managed to secure my Preciosa Nacre cabochon nicely, nice and tight. And now it's time to get in position for the next step. So for now I finished by exiting a True2, and then I need to do this carefully, not to break beads. I bead through a round 15 seed bead, And then I bead through the second hole of a Miyuki quarter Tila. This is a tight spot, so be careful, ladies. Kimberly says, I am up for going to a techno party. And Nicolene says, sounds good, all those trips. I think so too. We are going to Stede Lake and Concert Cabal. So it's going to be really nice, I think. Oh my god, Beatrix says, wonderful, I love Amsterdam, but I was not there for 40 years. In my youth, I used to go to Melkweg and coffee shops, and my friends had a sailboat at IJsselmeer. My brother still has it. Beatrix, that's amazing. I have been to Melkweg a few times. It's like 5 minutes biking from us. So nice that you have nice memories from Amsterdam. Amazing. Lovelies. Oh my god, I love our community. Kimberly says we are 50 going on 20 at this house with our techno and dance music, and we race around the house. Oh my god, such a good gang. And you know, like sometimes I'm like, do I dare to say techno party during a video? Do I dare to say the color named chicken shit? And you are always so amazing and open and fun, and I love our community, ladies. So nice. So nice. Oh. But now back to beading. Even more careful now. Tricky part, because I need to bead through the first hole of the Miyuki quarter Tila that I am exiting now. And then also both holes of a round DropDuo. So I am beading through a Miyuki quarter Tila, then the thin side of the round DropDuo, and then the hole on the, you know what, I will confess, like before the video, I'm always like, when I lay out the material, then I quickly just look at everything and think about it, okay, like how I'm going to explain it to make sure that everything is nicely, easily understandable. And when I'm looking at the round drop doors, I'm like, the thin side and the butt side. And I was like, can I say butt side? But I have a feeling that I can say butt side to you, ladies. So, was I right? Is it okay to say butt side of the round DropDuo? So I got in position to add more beads, and I'm going to add PaisleyDuos and make sure that they are always aligned in the same way. So in this case, okay, this is again thin side, butt side, and this is heel side, wally side. So I'm beading through the hole that is on the butt side and from the wally towards towards the heel. And again, please check if both holes are open. Okay, Georgina says it works for me. Belinda said, of course. Cindy also says, of course. Nicolene says, yes. So, okay, we will stick to butt side and add 5 more PaisleyDuos beading through the butt side from the volley towards the heel. I think everyone will remember this way which side to be careful about. Antoinette says, I live in New York, anything goes. I love our gang. Like, no matter who is, how old, where do we come from, it's just so amazing that everyone is so open and cool and funny, and I mixed up the sides. I have to go back, so bot side from the volley towards the heel. And then the last PaisleyDuo, bot side from the volley towards the heel. And then I repeat a little bit of the thread path until exiting, until crossing the second PaisleyDuo beads. Do not push the PaisleyDuo beads to sit very, very in between, very much in between the round DropDuos. It is just, they are just touching the round DropDuos, and we will cover the distance between them with more beads. Vania says, you can say top or bottom if you feel more comfortable, but bot is perfect too. You know, like top or bottom. What is top? Which is bottom? But I'm fine with bot. So if you ladies are fine with bot, I'm very fine with bot. One of the perks of turning 40. Indeed, 10 years ago, I would be so shy and giggling to say bot, and now I don't care anymore. So aging is great until, yeah, we don't have health issues, of course, but I think I enjoy this so much more than when I would be shy and blushing about saying bot. So anyway, now we are still working with the inside first bot side holes of the PaisleyDuos, and we are going to add groups of 5 beads, starting with round 15, then a Miyuki quarter Tila, round 15, Miyuki quarter Tila, and round 15. So it's always 5 beads, 3 of them round 15s, 2 of them Miyuki quarter Tilas, and we always start with a round 15, and then quarter Tila, round 15, quarter Tila, round 15. And then we bead through the bottom. Okay, I nearly said butthole. That's too much. Okay, I was crying like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Today I'm finally laughing. So much better. This coffee time, this no one has to be alone, isn't it? Nicolene says, I become curious how you will talk when you are 60 years of age. This can't get worse by a lot, Nicolene. Yeah. Some says, like, age gracefully. I'm not sure gracefully is doing anything with it, but I'm having so much more fun than 10 years ago. Unbelievable. Okay, Rachel says, I was just thinking that. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. And Leslie Pope from Beadsmith showed up. Please don't tell to Stephen that I was talking about buttons. Oh. Cindy says, wait till you get into your 60s. Well, I'm already curious. Okay, Kimberly says, let loose, sister. You are in safe hands with this group. I know. I feel the vibes. And imagine that Laura is here for the first time. Laura, are you still here? I hope you didn't leave in the meantime. Is this is this acceptable as a first experience? What will you tell about beading school beaders when your other beading friends ask, how was it? Angelina says, it seems I missed some good fun today. Well, yeah. Today it was worth to be on time, I think. So I'm adding my Miyuki beads, and I'm adding the sixth last group. Susan says, it just shows how fun the beading school community is. And Malia says that we are an awesome group of people. And Kimberly says, Angelina, go back and listen. It's worth it. Oh, lovely ladies. This is so nice. And I hope everybody's still doing okay with her beadwork. And I'm going to repeat part of the thread pass now until I cross the butt side hole of the PaisleyDuo after the second group that I added in this step. And then I turn to the opposite direction by beading through the open thin side hole of the PaisleyDuo. So this is ladies, and no one told me that I messed up the orientation. Did I? No, I did not mess up the orientation. It's fine. I had a feeling that these PaisleyDuos don't look right, but it's okay. It's okay. So this is how it should look like. And ladies who are working on this project now, how does it look like? Yes, thank you for checking it for me, Rachel. Sometimes you see it better from thousands of kilometers away than I see it from like 20 centimeters. I always have to laugh when you spot a mistake sooner than I do. I always appreciate it. Okay, so if we are doing fine, then let's see what's happening in the next step. Lots of Bicone beads will be added this time. 4mm ones and 3mm ones. And this is a super fast and super sparkly step. And all you need to remember is that when you, all the time you will be connecting the second open holes of the quarter tilas and the PaisleyDuos. And when you add a bicone between a PaisleyDuo and the quarter tila, then it will be a 3mm one. And when you add a bicone in between the two quarter tilas, then it will be a 4mm one. So super easy to remember. When it's next to a paisley, then it's 3mm. When it's in between quarter tilas, then it's 4mm. And lovely ladies, while I am doing this, I will also start to wrap up because I hear that Adam and his mom arrived and we would still like to have dinner before going to that stand-up comedy. And there are some important things coming up soon at Beading School, and I don't want you to miss it. So the Beadingschool Advent Calendar Adventure will start soon on the 1st of December. However, for our early birds, and I think the normal bird are also included, but I'm 100% sure about the early bird, we have a warm-up day coming up that's going to happen a day earlier on the 30th of November. But, not but this time, but as you know, the Advent Calendar Adventure is infamous when it comes to website speed, and we would like to ask for your help next Tuesday during Coffee Time with Erika. We need you to break the website. I will have a task for you, and there will be a potential gift for you, for everyone who participates in the Advent Calendar Adventure. And we will attack together the Beadingschool website, so our IT guys know if they still need to make adjustments or we are good to go. So Coffee Time with Erika next week is going to be kind of like a warm-up day for the warm-up day. And it's going to be fun. And there will be gifts. And if you haven't signed up yet for the Advent Calendar Adventure, you are making a very big beady mistake. It's going to be fun. It's a great way to build up your stash or to get goodies that are otherwise not available. It's like 24, or together with the warm-up days, even more days with super special deals. Like usually we don't have discounts. We value quality and tutorials and extras. But this is the only time when we will have discounts, substantial ones. We will have gifts, we will have surprises, we will have games. So December is always super, super fun. And yeah, starting too soon. And Nicolene, our time, it's 5 p.m., 5 o'clock in the afternoon in Amsterdam. So Tuesday, break the bead shop, ladies. I will have a task and it's going to be fun. And in the meantime, I added all my beads and there is only one more step to go. And in this step, I will add pairs of around 15 seed beads over the quarter tilas, so always between the Bicone beads. And this is the finishing touch. So basically, before and after you cross a 4mm Preciosa Bicone, then pick up 2 pieces of Miyuki round seed beads, and instead of crossing the quarter tila, bead through the next Bicone. And just also a few good reasons to sign up for the Advent Adventure. Andrea is now reordering 2 times AB Preciosa Bicone beads to make sure that we have plenty for the Beadingschool Advent Adventure. One of the words that will mark a completely new day in the calendar is vintage. And I'm working on a new exclusive kit. Exclusive kits are otherwise not available, so this is the only time of the year when you can have them. These are like bigger and more special kits Some of them that I used to teach at Bead and Button and other big bead shows, and some of them are new since then. And I am now adding the last pair of round 15s. So this is how my motif looks like. All I need to do is just add the earring hook. And on the last page of the tutorial, you will find how you can add components no matter how the loop is turned sideways or front to back. That was Susie's idea, by the way, to always include it in the tutorials. So I'm using this nice one with the sparkly crystal. And Sharon is asking, is there a way to check if we signed up for Advent during early bird so long ago? I can't remember. Well, the best is that you can check if you are part of the membership, the Advent membership, and that when did you sign up for the calendar. You can also email the treasury but the best is if you check your order. If you signed up, I will check it to make sure that I'm up to date. So if you signed up before 29th of February, then you are early bird. Then between 1st of March and 31st of October, it was normal bird, and now we have late bird. So lovely ladies, thank you so much for beading with me together. Thank you so much for all the fun. I really, really, really enjoyed today's beading session. Thank you for being this cool and fun and fresh and energizing. You are the best gang of beaders to spend time with. Love you all. And have a very nice rest of the week. Post your creations in the Beadingschool Club, and please make sure to share the news about the Academy and Advent and No One Has to Bead Alone with your beading friends. We really, really, really appreciate it and need your support so we can continue with these kinds of beading adventures. Thank you, ladies. Take care. Bye-bye.